Because the world, it can be, from my perspective, considered paradise. Good? Yeah. Sure, there's a lot of disasters that go on in Mother Nature, and at the same time, it's a beautiful place. Aloha. Alex here, once again, with Aloha Speaks. I just instantly was blindsided with the thought that I'm not ready. It's like, I'm never ready. I do it anyway. Okay, so the topic is trouble in paradise. What's paradise? That's one of the first questions. First, the parentheses. There's an S with these single quotes, an S. Troubles. How about plural? Troubles in paradise. Slash. Knowing versus believing. Okay, slash, and then double quotes on this one. And I ended the last video with this. I got this. And the double quote. I got this. Danger, danger, danger. Okay. For me. This is... Okay, first question. What is paradise? Okay, because Hawaii, I live in Hawaii, I've been here 32 plus years, is sometimes considered paradise. And I mean, on one level, it's a pretty nice place to live. That doesn't mean there can't be some trouble. I mean, recently, it wasn't that long ago, the volcano became quite active, and wow, was there... I was just talking to someone on the mainland, over in Florida, in my family, about the horrendous destruction. And yeah, it can be seen as there's some trouble in paradise if it's looked at that way. But then there's a versus about Hawaii versus what about the world? I mean, sometimes the world, what's the world? You know, because, and I notice on so many videos I go, the world. It's like, why do I go, the world? Because I make an assumption that, like, wouldn't anybody know what I mean by the world? Because there's a globe, an earth. Is that the world? There's all this social media going on, and all this ability to communicate over all these different platforms, and there's not always, but I mean, since the advent of the television, there's been the media and just these concepts of like that come over the airwaves of like what is going on out there. And it's not, it seems to be a representative of like what's going on. But there's this Mother Nature and the mountains and the rivers and the clouds and the things that are happening that aren't in the media. I can get maybe confused or misled. It's not difficult for me to become misled. So I go, the world, because what the heck is... Meanwhile, I have another verses. There's hope. Is Hawaii paradise? Because the world, it can be, from my perspective, considered paradise. It could, yeah. Sure, there's a lot of disasters that go on in Mother Nature, and at the same time, it's a beautiful place. What a privilege to be alive. That's the third verses. This life. What about that paradise? So what about this trouble? And what does trouble look like for me? Because I was talking about that in the last video. It's like, I was talking about, I got this. Because I don't got this. I might think I got this. Like, positive attitude, right? Oh, be positive. and make that. Make your future. And I don't want to get too much into that. Issue being, what does it look like for me when I get that cocky, that arrogant attitude that I'm stepping over the reality, because I have a history. So I don't like to get into my war stories. But there was a time I had in 1984. I went into AA. It was incredible. It was amazing, a miracle what happened in my life, because at the age of 12 years old, at that time I was like 30 some years old. 12 years old, I started daily drinking. I had to. I was an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic. I have that in me. 10 years of sobriety. And I remember the day I said that someone said, oh, we're making the turkey on Thanksgiving Day. You're helping me with it, and the tradition is we have a glass of wine. I had 10 years of sobriety. I got this, no problem. Had a half a glass. It was so successful because I didn't have a problem anymore. Had one more half a glass. It was that I got this, got me in trouble. It was only a month later, because it was successful. That was all I had. But it was only a month later. I was drinking 6 a.m. in the morning, noon, and night for the next 17 years before I came back. It's a miracle that right now I have 12 years plus. A miracle. So that's one example. The gambling. This is what it looks like for me. I get like, oh, I start doing some day trading. Oh, this is going well. This is going well. And then, no, this is not funny. This is not funny. I lose everything. Now, it might take 6 months because I'm doing so well. But then it gets in me, and all of a sudden, greed. And I think I can, because why? I got this. No. Relationships. just my significant other relationships as well. What happens when I got this? It's the anger. It's the control. The control. Change them to fix me. Change them to fix me. If it takes a little anger, so be it. But I'm not even aware of it. It's something that just, I'm saying what it looks like, the food. Oh my goodness. I don't like doing the war stories, but it's been a long time. I mean, waking up in the morning, I'm not even saying what happened. It's a bucket of fried chicken. Now it's gone, but I'm talking about a bucket. The whole bag, when I said a bag, I'm talking about a large, what are they, 14.5 ounces, or the big bag of chips. It's empty. The bucket's empty. I'm waking up. The aren't they half a gallon? Yeah, the half a gallon of ice cream. It's gone. Now, the jam jar is so large that there's actually a little bit left in it. It's the jam. Yeah, not jelly. It's the preserves. Preserves, it's called, because it has the chunks in it, right? Of the strawberry preserves. The large jar, because it went on the ice cream. It's not just that it's there. It's all, I'm waking up to this. All over the ice cream, dripping all over my body, all over the sheets, the jam, all over everything. I'm not going to be saying these kinds of things again, maybe, but there's the saying, some are sicker than others. It's been 15 years since that occurrence, but it happened frequently when I was... This is what it looks like. But when it comes to relationships, though, I still, to this day, have an attachment to being right. It gets in me, and I come away from it, and I'm like, what? What happened? It puts it's not healthy for the relationship, whatever relationship it is. There is the ability to make reparations, thank goodness, but so it takes arrogance, it takes cockiness, it takes a position of knowing, like I know something, when it's actually something I am believing. I'm taking something I believe, and I'm taking the position that I know it. When I'm actually believing that something is it's messy. And talk about trouble in paradise. Because the paradise is in me. And then all of a sudden, I'm not in touch with it. I walk before the sun, before the crack. What is the crack of dawn? In Hawaii, on a crystal clear, when there's no moon, it can be seen on the eastern coast, over the ocean. Sometimes 3:30 in the morning, at a different time of the year, 4:30 in the morning. It's literally, it looks like a crack. It's like a needle that comes up on the horizon just for a few moments before the light, it becomes a light that it just instantly, just across the horizon becomes that, the dawn, the crack of dawn. Just before the crack of dawn, on those kinds of nights, the stars, endless. There's no way of comprehending that. I look at that and I'm in such awe. And that's how much I don't know. And the thing that I do know, I hearken back to when I was 7 years old. And my dad says, we're fitting you for a little kid, a suit and a tie and this white shirt. What they got? I'm wearing a suit at 7 years old for what? To go to my uncle's funeral. He was like 42 years old. Heart attack. I didn't know any of this stuff. I'm like, what? What is this? I'm looking at him in the coffin, dead. And it's the question, is that going to happen to you, Dad? Oh yes, it's going to happen to me. It doesn't. It's going to happen to you as well. It happens to everybody. Since that day, it has been front of mind for me that this is what I know. It's like almost if it's, well, I wish I didn't know that, but no. It's what I know. This is a limited time on this earth. No escaping that. And so many of my troubles in paradise stem from my forgetting how indescribably and immeasurably precious this life is. Until next time, aloha.
From the Big Island of Hawaii, welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono by Alexander Noman, offering relief for all relationships with a focus on anger assessment and resolve.
And to close, clicking on the thumbs up icon supports Aloha Speaks, as well as clicking on the free subscribe tab. Mahalo.